All right, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out.
There are such strange and wonderful things living down in the deep. Who would build something like this? And why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
Welcome, visitor. My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Karen Jindosh, but you must know that. I invite you to meet me. Now that I see you, I've worked out who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine. An aristocratic thrill seeker? That's closer. You've trained with weapons formerly, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements. All that, and you have your father's eyes, your imperial majesty. Welcome, Lady Emily Caldwin.
Impressive, Jindosh. Then you must also know why I'm here.
I'd assume my involvement with the Duke brought you to my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber. Either way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek. But if you fall, I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
I'll see you soon, Jindosh.
Until then. Clockwork soldiers, there's an interloper in my home. Before you stands an invention that will endure beyond my time. The Jindosh Clockwork soldier. Okay, the machine has detected a Clockwork soldier's heart. The machine has entered combat. Playback indicates lost enemy. Quarry lost. The machine is still searching. Combat protocol figured. Attached. Is a work of synthesis industry. The very basic combat protocol is the head cooling down. Unauthorized playback for unambiguous enemy. Death entering. You have become one of my Clockwork soldiers. Sound of it is over. Surprising, given your discovery something. Lady Emily, was that your explosive that just went off or one of my Clockworks? Extraordinary. It seems that even two of my Clockwork soldiers are no match for you. This has turned out to be a very interesting day.
Somehow I got out of that alive.
I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more than that. This place is a testament to engineering itself. for unambiguous evidence. There is another test for the Clockwork soldiers that needs to be done better in the end. Unauthorized presence. Okay, shut it down. You've been one of my Clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that once I have you restrained.
Ah, the space behind the walls. So this is how it works.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
I know where you are. I love to sit there, smoking and sketching out new ideas.
Just by looking at his shoes.
Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, you move quite quickly. You've encountered my arc pylon. The electrical discharge from my clockworks makes these obsolete, but I keep this one out of nostalgia for Sokolov's dated designs.
These prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting.
There's only one Kieran Jindosh. He can charge whatever he likes. Besides, you're rich enough to afford a couple of the Clockworks. I happen to know you've doubled your fortune since the Duke took over the silver mines.
Low wages means higher profits, but it's my time that's precious. I'm not used to waiting.
Neither am I. When was the last time someone had me waiting for more than an hour? I can't remember. Titillating.
How many Clockworks did you say there were? It's a numbered set, if I recall.
It is indeed, but 36, 46? Very exclusive, whatever the count. Everyone at the Garden Club will be green with envy.
When I think about it, your presence implies a great deal. It's very impressive that you survived Delilah and made it down here to Karnaca, all without the aid of your infamous father. You might think you're going to elude my clockworks, but you'll only end up teaching me, adding to my studies.
Like that. Better have a look.
Unauthorized presence. Aristocratic profile, but hostile.
Let the Clockwork soldier deal with it. I'm not impressed. Step aside. Give the machine some
Playback for combat balls.
Stay back.
Overheating. Stop all that. This is good at destroying my men. Each of them costs a fortune, you know.
Damn you!
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Do you feel pride? Anticipation? Activation. Entering combat state. One. Finest views in all Karnaca.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh. It's a long way down.
Enemy evasion. And closer. I'm waiting. General detection registered. Return to idle. This playback indicates a false positive. This playback indicates some detection without certainty. Okay, return to routine operation. At last, Imperial Majesty, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder! Okay, the machine has detected something. Come out and end this trivial game I have important work to do. All right, enough of this. Come out and face me. In my autopsy, I was curious to observe the rumored degeneracy of the Caldwin line.
This could be the end of the Isles.
When it plays, check central rotor.
Brianna Ashworth.
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My Clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own. But if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new Clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter. Playback for detection registered. The machine has entered combat. Entering combat. Playback for combat protocols. Magnetic. Know that your last moment, the last vision behold, is a work of scintillating genius. The very pinnacle of invention.
Let me put some silver in your imperial skull.
Playback indicates a young woman. Damage playback. Each visitor is another test.
Which eye shall I aim for?
Kieran Jindosh.
device on that brain of yours, Sokolov. I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling Academy of Natural Philosophy, in your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire, my hero in younger days. Now,
Not enough power.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious
Not enough
instinct.
power.
If you won't agree to collaborate on the next Clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse.
The electroshock machine should work now.
No! You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the ether against a copper plate, what does it do? I knew that. Does that?
Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Assessment chamber Standing by. The machine should begin scouting the tunnel. Wooden housing breached.
Emily Coldwin? If you're here, things have gone further than I thought. But Kieran Jindosh?
Not dead, but I used his machines on him. His mind is not what it was.
You were an interesting little girl. You've become a fascinating woman.
What? Somebody's not feeling well.
Kissed your kids goodbye this morning. I won't let her escape! Field mice with teeth.
You did it. How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Let's go then.